Hey everybody, it's Jeff with ID10T Garage. You're looking at the 69 Sports Roof Mustang as always. And in this episode, we're going to continue working on the rear wheel well. We're going to get everything sorted out, welded, a couple more welding things done there. Just got to get everything kind of sealed up and ready to, well, really seal it. We got to get the seam sealer all over it before we put the quarter panel back on. Going to do some more adjustments on my shifter and just various other little things that we just need to get done, and we might just move it as well. So anyways, let's get to it.
I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning. I'll do what I love till my heart stops beating. I'm feeding this demon. Got a taste, can't erase bitterness in my face. Work a job every day till your dreams fade away. Like a card, never change, play the game that we say.
Hey everybody, we're back out here. About to put some different valve covers on. Probably not going to do it on camera, but figured I'd come out here and let you guys know what we're going to do. And I'll probably take a video of it after they're on, just because it's a simple task. It's not a couple of bolts and reusable gaskets and all that. But I had some clanking in the engine. It was very light, and in the back, I'm wondering if it was maybe hitting the baffle a little bit on these standard size ones. So I'm going to go ahead and get these removed. They're really nice valve covers, and I hate that I can't use them, but I've got these nice Speedmaster tall valve covers. They were like 90 bucks on eBay, so they're pretty decent. So let's get to work. All right, well, there it is. Got these nice tall valve covers on there to give us a little more clearance, so hopefully we'll stop hearing the little bit of clanking, which I thought it was going to be hitting these baffles, but it seems to be like a little indentation right there is the only thing I can find, so that's kind of weird. So I guess maybe this is just a little too thick. It's definitely thinner on these new ones, so that's just, I don't like that, but you know, looks like everything's good, so I got everything back together now. Hey everybody, it's Jeff out here again on the 69. So I'm going to do some more welding today. So on this wheel well, I still haven't done the inside on this passenger side. So I'm about to take the wheel off, get it jacked up, and start working on that. So that's what we need to get done. We got my seam sealer coming in tomorrow. So we'll be sealing this up so we can start getting our actual quarter back on. But we also need to do some welding in the, the wheel well. So I'm going to probably try to do that here in just a little bit as well. So I've got a piece from my 65 Mustang that I used to have that I think I'll be able to use to cut and patch this. So it'll be cool. All right, well, let's get to it. Alright, so what I'm about to do is I'm about to cut a big chunk out of this and see if I can use it as a patch piece right here. This is from a 65 Mustang, so it's thick, good metal, and it looks like it's the same dimension, but we'll cut it out and like lay it on top to see if it's close, and then we'll try to cut out some of this rot and patchwork that I did previously and see if we can actually make it go all the way around here and actually be right. So that's what I'm about to do.
Don't wanna hold
All right, we got welded in. It ain't perfect. Needs cleaning now. Man, I hate this shit. But either way, I mean, it's still got to be welded in on the inside. But for the most part, we got it in there. It's a lot better than it was, and just need to flap disc the shit out of it. All right, guys. I was just under the car. I had pulled loose the little rubber grommet and tightened up the bolt that holds the shifter lever on, because I had a lot of play in it, and it's because that bolt was loose in this instance, because this was a rebuilt shifter setup. So, but now you can see it doesn't wiggle, so that was a big deal there. So now it is a little tight. I have to push forward a little bit to get it to engage, but only thing wiggling is the handle at this point, and you can probably hear it go in the gear. Only one I don't really think I get is the last one. So let's see, we got one reverse, and we got neutral. Technically this is going to be overdrive, and we got two, which is going to be drive, and then we got one, which I don't think it actually goes into. 1, 2, 3, 4. It actually might. I'm not sure. Either way, it's pretty tight when it comes to that. So, and yeah, it's not completely engaging there. I mean, it technically is there, but as you can see, it easily goes up. So it's a little too much there. So, but with the detent, everything's good. Actually, everything's pointing to where it needs to be. Maybe a little bit low, but for the most part, the arrow points where it needs to point. So we are pretty good there. Pretty happy. All right, so we're back out here in the garage. As you can see, the Mustang's no longer in this side of the garage. You can just see the 1/4 panel, because I spent the day cleaning the garage out, getting things all nice and organized somewhat, and then I put 4 more quarts of transmission fluid in the 69 Mustang, got it fired up, rigged up the gas tank, and zip tied the crap out of it on the front, and drove it out of the other side of the garage and up the driveway and parked it over here so we can have all the room we need to start really getting to work on this thing. As you can see, I got my 53 F250, and yes, it is a F250 for all you guys asking. This used to be a long bed, so F250, that's what this car is titled as. And of course the 71 Torino GT out here. But I got another project coming that I'm going to put over here in this side of the garage, and in the meantime we've got our big project over here on this side of the garage where I have everything I need to work and have more space to work in. So that's the big thing right there. So yeah, boy. And the fact that this thing drove today, I was so happy. The first time it's been moved in over a year on its own power, and it's so weird. I'm so used to vintage cars with C4s and 3 speeds. I'm used to when you put it in gear, it gives you that little oomph, that little jolt where it pushes forward or backwards. The AOD does none of that. Doesn't even make a movement. I can't even tell that it's in gear until I hit the gas. So that was kind of fun to find out today. So, but yeah. Getting there. Hey, thanks everybody for tuning into this week's episode. As you saw, we got a lot done. Not as much as really wanted to. Had a lot of situations come up. So, you know, it's just the way it goes sometimes. Not making as much progress as I wanted, but at the same time, some stuff's not going to be caught on camera. Some things we're doing and just going to explain it to you. And just kind of shifting through as we work. The good news is, we got to drive the car. It runs and moves under its own power, which is a big step forward. So that was really exciting to do, even though we don't have any footage of it necessarily. But you know, it's there. We've got to seam seal this quarter rear wheel well, and once we do that, we can start fitting the quarter back on. So that's going to be good. Hopefully we'll be doing that next week, and various other things. I mean, I'm going to have to pull a lot of this stuff on and off before we really start getting things welded together, but it's the way it goes. So anyways, like, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you here next week. Peace.
I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning. I'll do what I love till my heart stops beating. I'm feeding this demon. Got a taste, can't erase bitterness in my face. Work a job every day till your dreams fade away. Like a card, never change. Play